I started my business with $0 in revenue. In fact, in the first 12 months, I did less than $4,000. But that has grown, and over the past 12 months, I did over $100,000 in revenue. Here's how I did it. When I started my accounting business, I had to work out what made me different to the other accounting businesses who are out there. And this is true no matter what industry you're in. Whether you're running a cafe, whether you're running a YouTube channel, or whether you're walking dogs, you need to find what differentiates you compared to all of your competitors that are out there. You need to work out what is your unique selling point and how that would dictate your target market. I understood starting an accounting business, the quickest way to grow would be to go after those big businesses, go after people that could pay me tens of thousands of dollars a year. But that just wasn't practical. As a young accountant and as a new business owner, I wasn't going to be able to get in front of those people to portray my knowledge. They would likely have good, deep-rooted relationships with their current accountants. They probably wouldn't trust someone younger because maybe they were a bit older that had built a business up to a certain level, and they'd maybe look down on me. So I thought, that can't be my target market. What can I do to differentiate myself? What are my strong points? And that's when I decided to go into the world of online. I knew that my two key differences were, one, I understood the world of online. So whether that was online businesses, communicating online, or advertising through social media. And the other key thing was that I was willing to do things quick. I wanted to be able to go, hey, you want a tax return done? I'll do it the same day or the next day. I want to be able to do it quicker than what others could. So I knew these would be my two key differentials. And now I had to go, well, what target market does that suit? And clearly that suits online businesses. So people that run businesses that are online based because they're already used to dealing with things in an online manner. And also people that wanted things done quickly. And quite often this is younger people. So I knew that my target was likely going to be either younger individuals or younger online business owners. I also knew these people are likely in the early phases of business or maybe in their early careers and maybe money's a little bit tighter. So I knew I could also compete on price to these people. And my reason for that is I had low overheads. I work from home. I don't have a big fancy office. I don't have employees to pay. So I knew that could be another differential point that I could go, hey, I can compete at a price level that suits you. Now, of course, I had to have the knowledge to back it up, but how can I portray that knowledge if I don't have people in front of me? I need clients to be able to portray that, hey, I do actually understand what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, if I'm not a good accountant, I'm not going to be able to provide a good level of service, no matter how good my offering is. So I had to work out, well, how can I portray the knowledge that I have, that I knew I had? How can I get that in front of people? And that's when I discovered the world of YouTube. And that's when this channel was born as a way for me to start putting my knowledge out there. And I wanted to put that knowledge out there for two main reasons. One was to educate my current clients. That I could go, hey, do you want to know how tax works as a sole trader? Here's a video, go and watch it. And at the same time, I want to get in front of more people. I want to show people that don't know me that I do have knowledge to help them. And it's a free offering. I'm offering free support, free help, which others aren't willing to do. And that was the difference. I knew if I go into YouTube, others aren't going to follow. An accountant that's been doing this for 20 years, they're not going into YouTube. They don't think it's valuable. They don't want to share their knowledge with people. They only want to share knowledge if they're getting paid. But I was different. I knew that by differentiating myself and putting my knowledge out there for free, it's going to start to build trust with people. And also the great thing is I enjoy doing it. I love making these videos and I love helping people without any expectation in return. Any clients that pick up from it is just a bonus. You're building trust and you're putting your face out there. People start to recognize you and they actually start to feel like they know you. And this has happened, as you can see, through lots of messages I've received of people saying, oh, I discovered you through YouTube. I've been watching your videos. I've been watching your videos for 6 months, 12 months. People have been watching without me knowing, but I've been building a relationship even though it hasn't been one-on-one. And I think any business owner can implement this into their business if they're willing to put the time in place, and I think you'll see great results. This comes down to me meeting my target audience where they are. So I come back to what I said earlier. I'm looking at online individuals, younger individuals, and guess where the younger online people hang out? YouTube. So people that are potentially, say, looking for an individual tax return, they might be going on the internet, going on Google, going on YouTube and searching, how does tax work on cryptocurrencies? How does tax work for a sole trader? How to maximize my tax return? And who shows up? Me. I'm trying to meet them everywhere they're looking for help. Then you've got business owners. Maybe they're going, well, how do I set up Xero? Or how do I grow my business? And again, I'm popping up in all these spots to help answer their questions. And that's the thing that I'm doing, is going, where are my target market hanging out? And typically they're hanging out online and in particular YouTube, and that's where I am. So by really understanding where your target market hanging out, you can meet them in that spot. There's probably no point me running a TV ad, for instance. The people watching TV ads might not be my ideal client. Whereas if I produce a YouTube video, I'm hitting the target market with valuable content to them. That's the key. It has to be valuable content to actually make sure that you're actually providing value. And then you've got to be willing to pivot and understand trends. And I did that with crypto. I seen that crypto was starting to grow in popularity and that people were going to need to understand the tax implications of this. So I started making content around this. I started with the basics of, how does tax work on crypto? And suddenly I started getting more and more questions. And these questions allowed me to dive further into those areas to research them and create content. So I'm learning plus creating content, which is providing value to myself and to my audience. And in the end, I started to pick up a lot of work in this area. So again, it was a trending area. I provided educational content and it actually resulted in clients for me. Again, I found a target market that are hanging out on YouTube. A lot of people were searching for crypto content on YouTube. And of course, it's going to start suggesting them some educational content around tax as well. And that's where I was. So you've got to be clever when you're using online mediums to actually understand, well, what is trending? What are people actually wanting to know? And is this the medium where they're actually searching? You also want to beat others there. I was already making YouTube videos. So for me, it was easier to pivot into doing some crypto tax videos. And I'm going to beat other accountants there. There might be other accountants that might think of the idea, oh, maybe I should do that. But I'm already doing it. And I think that's the difference. If you're trying to grow your business, you want to be on the front foot and coming up with the ideas, innovating rather than just following what everyone else is doing. Because by innovating, you're on the front foot. Even if maybe your quality isn't quite as good, then you can be there. My videos aren't that great, the older videos. The biggest video I've got on my channel was how does tax work on crypto. And as you see here, it's definitely nowhere near as good a quality as what I'm producing now. But I was first there. I beat everyone else there. The quality of information in the video was good. Maybe the old production quality wasn't the best, but it didn't matter because I was first there. So I think it comes down to 4 key things. It's understanding what makes you different to everyone else, showing your knowledge in a way others aren't willing to, meeting your target market where they are, and being willing to pivot based on what is currently trending. If you do those 4 things, you will grow your business. You'll also grow your business a lot if you go and watch this upcoming video that I've got about more strategies that business owners do to grow their businesses.